the title of the event is Hara Hara Gurudeva. So just to set some context, here is wherein the parents will get to become teachers and explain their day's work to their child. And parents here, when they're having that discussion, will try to replace the jargon with simpler words and explain this to the child. And this is where the most exciting part is, that the child can get to ask questions, no unfiltered, any amount of questions that they want to clarify with respect to their parents' work in their day-to-day life, the challenges they have, and so on. And I hope together through this discussion, they can get to deeply introspect on what happens in their parents' day-to-day work life. So over to Mr. Banajit Narayan and Avantika.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Hi.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, so thanks for Pravina for introducing myself and Avantika. So we are from Bangalore, and no prize in guessing, we work for the IT sector. And I'll just give you a brief introduction on what I do in my day work, right? So I work for IT major, and I primarily deliver projects for my customer, right? So, and just to break it down, when I say projects, is basically their work that they wish to do, which they don't probably have the skill sets, that they give it to us, our company, and then through our engineers, we do the work for them, right? So that's in a nutshell of what we do for our customers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one of the areas that we help our customer is in the field of automation, which basically means any manual work that they do, like data entry or anything which takes away a lot of labor activity, right? That we do with the code, right? So what we call as a bot. So the bot runs behind the scene, it mimics the human actions, and then it does all the work with no distraction, no bathroom breaks. It can work 24/7, and then with zero errors, right? So that's what we do for our customers, and they apparently are very happy because we are having customers who work with us for the past few years already, right? So that's one area of work that we do for our customer. Any questions, Avantika, on the work?
Yeah. Do customers, do they ask for multiple bots at the same time, like
Yes.
multiple?
Yes, so it depends on the work that they do, right? So large customers that we have, multinational customers, they have requirements of multiple scope of work, right? Multiple projects run at the same time.
Okay, first question is that how exactly do you make sure, how exactly do you find out your customers' requirements?
Okay, that's
Are there
okay, two more.
Second question is that how do you deal with multinational companies, with such big companies? Do you make multiple calls, or do you just have one call and try to find out some general stuff?
Would you want to clarify why you got this question?
Because my father said we sometimes sell multiple bots, so to national companies. But if you're really doing that, that means you sometimes have to set some general things they need, right? So do you actually do that? How do you communicate and stuff?
Okay, and your third question?
Third question is, so you collaborate with human resources, or does your team collaborate individually?
Okay, so Avantika, just to clarify, the human resources is the internal facing department, right? They don't talk to the customers, they talk to the internal team, which is us and our employees, right? So they are responsible for the well-being of the employees. So that's your question number 3. The question number 1 is, how do you engage, right? So how do you know how the customer has gotten requirements? So that happens through various ways. One is it's a kind of a push mechanism where the customer reaches out to us, right? And they come to us and say, hey, Banajit, I have a problem. Can you help, right? And then we engage with them and then we do. The other is we do regularly weekly calls or what we call as workshops with them, right? So we try to find out what's going on, right? And then we find there is a problem that could be solved, and then we propose solutions for them.
Okay.
So now I'd like to ask Mr. Banajit, what was your experience while doing this activity with Avantika?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, she probably didn't know the exact thing I'm doing. Of course, I do multiple things. But she was fortunate to visit my office as well during one of those, pre-COVID times as well. But it's good that, she has the next level understanding of what I do.